Welcome to my channel, Shine Star Collections, and today I have a ton of cards to store. I know I have not put up my vlog yet. I was looking through all my videos and some of the videos did not come out very well, so I'm waiting on my friend to chime in with a couple of hers, because some of mine were just too wonky, and I still included some of them because I wanted you to kind of get the feel of what it sounded like. So we're still working on that, but I have to put away some cards. As you can see, I have a ton of cards. I also have some mail here that I've gotten, you know, because I've been buying stuff like crazy. I'm going to shut down like buying stuff in like a week or so. So I have like got on a little buying spree since I've been back, and plus I'm missing them a ton, so that's the reason why I'm kind of like, you know, wanting to go through and buy things. And I also bought another binder. I didn't need it, but I bought it anyway. But anyway, let's just start with the mail first. I can show you a couple of things I bought. There are a couple of things that are supposed to be coming today. There's a couple things that are supposed to be coming today, but they have not made it yet. So I did a trade with a close friend, and we traded the In Your Fantasy packs because they ran out of In Your Fantasy packs for the pop-up. So I did trade Sonny for Ouyang. If I can get him out the package, that would be awesome. There he goes. So it's this card from In Your Fantasy right here. I also have my Go orders from my Go manager. Well, this one, and then the other one is some cards she was selling from the In Your Fantasy polkas. Let's go and open these first. I'm so excited about having Jung Ho. I did claim Jung Ho from her and also from Jess. So I have more coming from Jess, but it has not arrived yet. But at least I have my first two for him. I did some stuff for Jung Ho off camera, so I will show that to you, but I left at least these to open. I just love this backwards cap. This is my Go manager. I'm sure a lot of you have seen her card. She's amazing. And she used the backing from one of the Mingy postcards that we got. But yes, this backwards cap Jung Ho is like my favorite thing. And so I claimed most of the cards with his backwards cap. Pretty sure I didn't claim all of them, but I claimed most of them, or a lot of them. And as you know, KQ only gave us pretty much one concept for both of the Lemon Drop concept and the In Your Fantasy concept, which really sucks. You know, but it is what it is. Let's see. So I think I claimed 2 from her, and I think I got like 3 or 4 coming from Jess. Here is, I'm not sure what stores either. I think one of them is like Apple Music or something. I don't remember. But anyway, here's one. And here's the other. Yay. So I will go ahead and sleeve these on camera and then put them away. That way I can show you what I did with Jung Ho off camera. And then also, like I said, she was selling some of the In Your Fantasy polka cards or album cards for a decent price. So I did pick a couple up from her because I am trying to collect OTA for the polkas and for the album, since that's pretty much all we got, plus the exclusives. I'm not doing OTA exclusives. I'm just trying to do at least Yosan and someone primarily for some of the exclusives. If I can grab Jongho Uyoung, I will, but for most of them, I'm just grabbing my top 3. So, but these are the I don't know if these are the album cards or the polka, but this is Mingi and Sonny. Oh, okay, this is for the whichever card this is, the US exclusive, the cheeky card, this with this back. So I have Mingi, cutie Mingi, who has been wrecking me so bad lately. I don't appreciate it. And my buddy Sonny. So there's those two. And then I also traded for this, this is from Shy. So it says, thank you so much for trading. This is, the, this is from the, the lemon drop version. Because the lemon drop version was the first one we got before the In Your Fantasy version. So this is the Angie card. So I at least got my top 3. Or do I have Yosan? I think I do have Yosan for this one. I'm not sure. If I don't, I will try to grab, because these are kind of cute. They're not all that special, but they're cute. So I like the backs too. So there's that. Oh wait, I left a card in here. Hold on. Did I trade for another card? Or did she just give me a... No, this is my other card. Never mind. And from my Mercari purchases, this is the first one that came. Like I said, there's like 2 or 3 more coming. Supposedly coming today. But I don't know if they're going to come. You know how Mercari is. Here's my boo! Look at him! This is such a cute card. I love this card. So much that I had to buy another one. So, so now I have another one coming. So yeah, there it is. That's the cards, the mail that I got. So let's start storing. I'm going to start with Jongho actually, because I will tell you what I did. Let's move these guys out the way. Okay. All right. So what I have done is that I moved Jongho out of his bear home and I did give him the blue binder. And let's see, let's make sure. So this was the Mandu Deco binder that I had for, let's zoom in a little bit. I'm also back to using my iPhone, so I really hope that the glare isn't as bad, because the glare on the other phone is just really, really terrible. So I did give Jongho this binder because I've been a collecting fool for Jongho, and so he just needs his own space. So I put all his cards in here. So the cards, it's all the cards that I have for him pretty much that are not paired with with Yuno and Ooyoung. I still have the other 3 together in the other binder, so he's still in there. But I also have the cards in here that I had with Yuno. The ones that I hadn't put in spreads are in here also. So it doesn't look any different. Well, it does actually here. Let me do a quick flip through, because I did put away all his cards since I was working on this binder. I just went on and put away all the cards that I have for him. I also bought a few cards so I can complete some pages for him. So none of this has changed. This is all the same since the last time that you saw it in the bear binder, but he just has a bigger home now. So there's the card that I bought to complete this page. So now I have him in his Scully cap, and I love it. And then I just used one of my the cards I had up for in my trade sale binder to complete this spread. I also just bought another hollow card, so he'll have one coming there to complete this one. And then I bought a card to put here also, and a card to put here, and a card to put here. And then that card is what I put in to finish this spread. This card, the same. This is just kind of a, I don't know, cutesy spread for Jung-ho. So I put that card there. And then I put this one together. It's kind of mismatched because of all the backgrounds and stuff. But he pretty much has on suits. So he has on, this is from Golden Hour Part 2. This is from Golden Hour Part 3. And I also bought cards to go on these pages too. And I do have, I want to say, well, I still need to find the other card for this one, but I think I do have another unit coming from Jess, I want to say, to complete this page of just unit cards with him. And I have these. So these are the new ones. I got his ATEEZ zone, some cards from the polkas, and the In Your Fantasy page, In Your Fantasy trading cards. And then these. I want to say there is only, I think I saw 2 more cards in this outfit, so I'm going to give him 2 more there. So I'm just going to put this here, even though I'm almost positive I know that I have more cards of him coming, and I might be able to make an 8 spread. So when they come, I'll just move those 2. Oh, there we go. And here, I just left some room in the middle since I know I have more cards coming for him. And then these are the cards that were in Yuno's binder. So this is all the cards that I don't have paired or set up in a spread. So there we go. Yay. I'm so excited. And I still have room. So he'll be okay for a while. You know, I will try to, like, you know, do some, you know, a few 3 spreads probably with Yuno and Ooyoung, just so this binder won't get too full. But I'm really happy that he's in his binder. So naturally, because I gave him this binder, I had to replace the binder for Sungwon Yosan. So they do have another Old Bias binder coming, because I had a coupon and I just wanted to use it. So there's that. Okay. Okay. What I decided to do was I move the golden hour cards. I did a lot of moving around with the Prism Platinum binders. So I basically moved golden hour out of those, and I bought a new binder to put golden hour in. This is a K-pop stationery binder. My local K-pop store, K-pop Nara, sells K-pop stationery products in the store. So I decided from going forward that I was just going to use K-pop stationery. So everything that is from Treasure to the end of Movement is, or World Series rather, is in the Prism Platinum binder. And then everything going forward will be in K-pop stationery. So I'm hoping that this binder will last for a while, because I really don't want to buy any more binders. I'm pretty much over it. I've bought so many. And so I wanted to put golden hour in a binder by itself so that I could continue. So however long that they go with golden hour, and whatever the next era is, which a lot of people are saying that golden hour is done. I don't think so. I think that we are going to get either like a golden hour epilogue or a golden hour fin or something like that. But if it is over, it will go in this binder also. So this is where I put them. I just need to find some fillers to put in here. I want to get the same fillers I use for Treasure. Those colorful fillers from Old Bias is the ones I want to use. Let's see. Why is this one? It looks like these are smaller. Take these out. I think these are the slim pages, and that won't work anyway. So we're gonna start with what I have. I'm gonna say, I think this is, yeah, this is Lemon Drop right here. So what I did is that I put Lemon Drop in these orange sleeves, and then I put In Your Fantasy version in the red sleeves, red and black. So what I have is, oh, I also used some red on these too. I think I ran out of orange. That's what it was. Okay. So how I'm going to do it is, I think I've decided I'm going to store it by member instead of storing it by card. So all of these have, actually I'm going to start with I will do, because I have all 8 for the Polaroids. So I'm going to start with the Polaroid, and then we're going to go into the member sets. And the only person I have completed is Yosan. So I'm waiting for Jess to send. She has a lot. She had a lot of goes. And she needs to go through all of them. So, of course, I'm going to wait on her to finish. I'm supposed to get a bunch of inclusions, and hopefully I'll be able to complete everybody's set. But for the Polaroids, at least they are finished. So I think that's a nice bridge to Golden Hour Part 3 with an OTA set. Okay, doesn't look too bad. All right. Did I do? Yeah, I did back and forth. So let's start with, well, I don't want to do it there. Let me just start with 100 over here. I might end up changing it, but for right now, Start with Hongjun. So, as per usual, Captain doing me wrong. And not coming home. And then we have someone. So I'll rearrange them when I get them all. Might go back to putting them in their own in OTA sets, but until I get all of them, I'm just gonna leave them separate since I don't have any fillers or anything in here. This is how I know what I'm missing. I had to put cards away. I mean, it was just a lot. Had to put cards away. Yosan's the only member I have completely finished, where I have all of his cards. So, and you know, I usually don't collect all the polkas, but since that's pretty much all he had was the polkas, I said, okay, fine, I'll just go ahead and collect all the polkas. I'm not going to collect all the exclusives. I know for the In Your Fantasy version, or for the Lemon Drop version, I am going to collect, what is it, the Chew card. That's the one I'm going to collect OTA for, was that one, because I was only missing Hongju. Not going to do the stickers for that. I have all the stickers for In Your Fantasy version. So I'm just trying to save myself some grief, y'all, that's all. 4 for Sunny. I had to switch up colors. I'm gonna have to figure out something for that. I don't know what it's gonna be. Start wearing out of orange sleeves. I was thinking of doing gold, even though it's not really matching. It's not really like a lemon color. But, I don't know. I put them together. If I decide to put them together as 8 sets, I probably will end up changing it, most likely. Here's Oolong. What I did notice is that the In Your Fantasy polkas, people are charging insane amounts of money for those, and it's ridiculous. And that's part of the reason why I'm kind of on a fence on what I want to collect, but I did decide to do all the polkas anyway. And I've resorted pretty much to just buying more polkas, unfortunately. So I don't want to do that, but I don't have a choice. Where'd these come from? Oh, I know. So I'm hoping that I did order some more because I found a store that had some in stock, and they were cheaper than what they're selling them for here locally. So I did order 6 more packs, but that's it. Like, if I don't get what I need in those 6 more packs, I'm just gonna have to try to buy them. Even on the Okio, they're ridiculous. Like, it just depends on what they are. But I'm gonna see what I get out of those 6 packs, and because nobody's trading them either. And well, I've seen trades, but then if it's not what I need, unfortunately. So yeah. All right, let me get some more pages because I can take those pages from where I just moved Jongho out of EONS binder. I have this version, which I only have 3 cards of. Which version is this? Okay, this is the red version. This one. Okay. So just go ahead. Like I said, I will move them around. It's just that for In Your Fantasy, I was able to get more of what I need from those as opposed to the lemon drop version. I just want to keep the lemon drop version separate by member so I know what I'm missing. I do have a template up somewhere, but I think just by visually looking and letting Jess know what I'm missing would be better. So that's the reason why I just left them like that. Alrighty. So I'm missing Yosan and Sani for this one. That's the red. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I am missing Hongjun and Sani for this one. Hongjun never coming home. And the other reason why I'm collecting the polkas is also because I really haven't seen, well, especially for the Your Fantasy version, you know, it does look like they dropped some kind of lucky draw today that I looked at, or at least the day I'm filming, they dropped the lucky draw with a unit. And I don't want to get it right now. I'm just going to wait until I actually see them on the Okio, and I probably won't do any, I probably won't grab any of them from Go Managers, because every one that I saw so far has doesn't have Sungwa and doesn't have, and has Yosan and Yuno. So I could claim Yosan and Yuno, I guess. We'll see. But I only saw 2 people doing them so far, so yes. Okay, so I'm missing. Oh wait, I have this one. Okay, this one's done. Yay! All right. And then for this one, we're missing Sungwa. I want to say it's the one that it's just his face. Or it might be the other one that he's has the peekaboo on his chest going. Both those cards I don't have, so. And people are selling those cards for $20. It's ridiculous. does this say QR? No, it's the black one. Okay. I'll just go on and put this one up. Wasn't lucky with this set. I only got, well, I actually had 4, and then I mistakenly traded San away because I thought it was a dupe. So now I have to find, I'm hoping that when I get those packs from that store, I'm hoping to at least get what I need out of those. So cross your fingers for me, please. So I don't have to buy that many. And then we have these. I'm just putting these away. I'm sure they're probably out of order because it should be like the polkas first, and then or not the polkas, what am I mean? The QR codes, that's what I'm trying to say. The QR codes first, then the other cards. So I'll put them in order once I get them all. Okay. All right, I think, yeah, because these are, okay, these are the pairs and stuff. So this is it. That's supposed to go in this binder. So we'll go back over what I've stored and what I'm missing. A lot, as you can see. So I started out with these since it's a perfect OT8 set. Here's Hanjun's set, which I'm missing 3 cards for his set. For Sunghwa's set, I'm missing 2. For Yuno's set, I'm missing 3. For Yosan's set, I'm all done. For Sani's set, I'm missing 2. For Mingi's set, I'm missing 2. For Uyang's set, I'm missing 2. For Jongho's set, I'm missing 3. And then here's these cards. So I'm missing Yosan and San. For these cards, I'm missing Hanjun and San. This one's done, thank goodness. This one, I am missing Sunghwa, Mingi, Uyang, and Jongho. For this one, I'm missing Hanjun, Sunghwa, Yuno, Sani, and Jongho. And for this one, I'm missing Yosan and Mingi. Okay. Yay! So yeah, so there's golden hour. So it doesn't look like, sorry, that's my phone. Yeah, it's my messenger. Oh, did I decide? Do I want to put these in here? I was trying to think, did I want to put these in here or not? Okay, so these belong with these. I was gonna put these in the other binder, but I actually want to put these in here with the other golden hour cards. So I am going to do that. It is going to take up more space. Okay. Okay. Well, I also just realized, and I'm sure you probably are screaming at me through the screen, that I didn't do these, which is why I needed sheets, was that I didn't back-to-back these. I decided I'm not going to back-to-back those, but I can back-to-back these. So let me just do this real quick, because they are double-sided, the pages I mean. So I can double-side them. Well, some of them are, but I'm still going to double-side them. Oh, Lordy, yeah. Yeah, so while I fix this, I guess I could talk some more about the concert. I realized, I know that I have a little bit of commentary in the vlog already. But I don't have Chicago's concert in there because it was just too hot to vlog for Chicago. I am going to include a couple of concert clips from Chicago in the vlog. We didn't vlog at all for Chicago because it was just too unbearably hot. And we were outside, of course, because it was Wrigley. So, oops, sorry, Yosan. So I didn't record anything hardly for Chicago because I was like, well, you have the recordings from Baltimore, you have the recordings from, it was only certain parts that I recorded for Chicago, and that was okay with me. I just really was just like, you got enough recording. So I did, my friend recorded most of the concert from Chicago, and so she gave me a couple of clips to put in the vlog. So I will include it. I'm sure hers looks better because she used an iPhone, so I know hers looks better. But where we were sitting was, and I had heard about this from another friend. We were sitting in a section where they had the little, I guess where the cameras were, a little place where the cameras were, they were recording and stuff for the big screens. So I was sitting, they didn't allow anybody to sit like right behind them, which is really nice of them. But we were sitting in the section above that section, so it was like the 200s or something like that. And we could barely see, like when they went to like either side or whatever, it was kind of in the way. It was also where the netting was, which was kind of disappointing. Oops. But you actually can't really tell that the netting is there too much when you're actually looking at the shots. So so it's okay. It's fine. It's what I could afford at the time, and because I really wanted to travel to other places, you know, for them, and I always like traveling to other places rather than just getting, you know, just the best seats. But I have started to realize what I will do from now on going forward is I will only buy the Chicago tickets for the pre-sale, and I will wait to buy other tickets for other places. Because it's just easier that way. And, and also because if I'm, I was stuck in the position where my friend wasn't able to go, and I was stuck with extra tickets and no person to go with. So I ended up taking my husband, which is, it's not the worst thing in the world, but when you are going with someone who just kind of doesn't really care about what's going on, it just makes it for a worse experience. And I think I said this in the vlog in Nashville that my husband gets really frustrated really easily, so he just doesn't, things like this just bother him. And because I was so worried about how he would feel, I couldn't really enjoy the concert. He actually asked me not that long ago, a few days ago, he asked me which concert was better, and I said, well, there is no better with ATEEZ because they're all great. Because I didn't want to go into a long explanation, but I base a concert usually on vibes with ATEEZ because I know the ATEEZ is always going to put on the best show regardless of what is going on around them. It's not like they go out there and they give 80% or something like that. They always give 110%. I just couldn't understand how they still managed to perform so well in the heat in Chicago, even though I do feel like that the pacing of the Chicago concert was a little quick. But I know why. It's because there was a threat of rain. That's number one. And number two, it was hot as crap. It's hot as fuck outside. It was ridiculously hot. So I know that's the reason why they kind of, tried to get the Chicago concert going, because it was a threat of rain that day. So, so I kind of sort of feel jealous for these other places. They got a little bit more going on as far as the banter between them and everything, because they were a lot more comfortable in those places where it's on the inside and it wasn't as hot. So, yeah, that's just me. I think I want to put, I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, we'll move it around after we put them in the sheets. Never mind. I'll just leave them like this. When I get everything I need, then I'll move them around how I want to move them around. Anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, the vibe was definitely, for Nashville, was a whole lot better because I felt like they could be more comfortable, and it looks like they really enjoyed being in Nashville. The vibe for me in Baltimore was an issue because my husband was there. So it didn't help that, I'm trying to make sure that he doesn't get overly frustrated. And I just wanted him to try to enjoy the show. And he was like, oh, it was okay, blah, blah, blah. But he really didn't appreciate, I felt he didn't appreciate, them as a group. And here I go, I'm doing it again. Okay, let's do, since it's red for this, let me do the red and I'll do this. Okay, anyway, so yeah, but the Chicago show was a lot of fun despite the heat. They were amazing. I am proud that they are playing these bigger stadiums, but I really do not like well, first of all, I don't like the outside. Let's just put that out there. I don't like the outside. I don't like, I love concerts, but I don't like outside concerts. I don't like big stadium concerts. And even though that I'm so, like I said, so very proud that they are playing these bigger places, I hate that these places are outside. And I would a million times over would love to see them in an inside venue with lesser seats than to see them play a baseball stadium where we have to deal with weather, where we have to deal with nets, where we have to deal with they have to have a place, that puts, the cameras in front, even though after a while it didn't really bother me. Like I said, it just, I was just kind of used to it. But it's also, I'm sure, the reason why those tickets weren't too bad, because they knew that there was an obstruction. Really didn't bother to say there was an obstruction there, because I think that if they would have said, like, yeah, the cameras are going to be right there, you might not want to be there, then I believe most people wouldn't have bought those seats. So, but it was still a great show regardless. They are freaking incredible live. That's why I miss them so much. And I am so proud to be their fan. I really am. I'm proud that I'm an ATEEZ. Not because of ATEEZ, because of ATEEZ. I think that they are the best performers in the 4th gen. They are definitely one of the best in K-pop. Honestly, I would say they're probably the best in K-pop, but I'm sure a lot of people would have issues. But to me, they are the best performers in K-pop. And I am very, very happy that they are finally getting the recognition, not just, globally, but also in Korea. Korea is starting to finally wake up to ATEEZ, starting to stream ATEEZ on Spotify. Not really on Melon, but on Spotify, definitely. So, missing Hanjun. He's coming, though. But yeah, these are out of order. I just realized. Okay. Let me at least move this one, because this is from the lemon drop version. So I'll just put, we'll just put, I'll put this right here. I think I will. Just to end it, and the lemon drop version, and then go into the In Your Fancy version. This is the, never mind. Move, just move. Okay, yeah, it is. All right, never mind. Okay, we're gonna get it together, and at some point, we're gonna be able to understand what the hell is going on with this album. All right. Oh, jeez. All right, so there's that. So, yeah, there we go. This is the Golden Hour binder. And right now, it's not too bad. We could still fit. We can still fit a whole nother era in here. We still got room. What are you saying? So that worked. That worked to actually put them back to back. See, I have more space. See that? Okay. But I just realized that I need these extra pages for so give me a second to take these back out. I'm probably gonna need all of these for so I'm just gonna take them back out. Okay. Well, I can, well, yeah, these are merch. Okay, yeah, all right. Okay. Japanese parts. All right, so let's put away. Did I leave space for it? I hope I did. Oh no, they're actually not in here. This is for fan kit. Or did I? Yeah, I did. Never mind. All right. This is what I needed to store so I would know what my binders are again. So we finally have finally have the this is the new fan kit. By the way, I did record the fan kit, but I deleted it on accident. So I recorded a video where I was looking through the fan kit and you know, in Sunwa's merchandise, I did have it. I'm actually wearing Sunwa's ring. I haven't taken it off since I put it on in Nashville. But yeah, I had a recording where I went through the fan kit and the merch, and I also went through, I think, some more polka albums after I think I recorded it right before I left, I think. But yeah, it's no longer in existence, so I apologize. But there's so many people going through all this stuff, so I don't think you'll miss my little thing. But I do have them, so I have the cards and I have the merch. But yes, I finally have, finally have it complete for Season's Greetings. What was it, 2024? This was Season's Greetings 2024, both sets. Yay. So there's that. Only been, you know, waiting about a year to finish it. And the fan kit. So, oh boy. I also have these. These are the mini record call card replicas. I have those, and then I have, this is the Towards the Light set also. This is the Berlin fan sign. These aren't going in here. And then I have my Mito card set as well. And I have some In Your Fantasy cards. So let me grab a binder or grab some sheets. So I am gonna have to move these out the way for a sec. Okay. That's how I did it was I did fan kit, then Season's Greetings. So that's how I want to keep doing it. So here is Season's Greetings, and there's fan kit, and then fan kit is right here for 6 generations. So that's what I'll put here. Yeah. And I just decided to use blue just to kind of break up the monotony, and also use up these sleeves I got. That's because I'm just sitting on sleeves, and I'm like, I need to start using these sleeves. They're just sitting here. And before I start buying more sleeves, I want to use up what I have. here's both sets for this. And then we'll leave a spot open for season's greetings. You know it's coming, so you might as well just leave a space open. So we'll leave the space open for it. And we'll put we'll do these here, I think. Let's do it by age, so leader. And then next oldest. And next oldest. And again, these are the mini record replicas. These I didn't do the real ones. Somebody did some replicas. These are so adorable. I was like, no, I don't want to buy a set of real ones. I'm going to get a replica. Specifically because of the AI fan call mess. I was like, nope, not doing it. Not doing it. As much as I want to talk about what's going on Twitter, I'm not going to. I'm not even going to talk about. I want to keep it positive, and I want to try to keep my thoughts about. Let's do. I don't know. Yeah, I guess we could do it that way. Never mind. I want to keep the video. It's going to be long anyway because I have so many damn cards. So that's the thing. But I also just don't want to talk about it publicly because it's just a lot of stuff. But I will say this, that like try to think about people and you know what they're going through and stuff, and try to have some empathy, and also don't expect your idols to be your saviors. That's all I gotta say. Okay, now I did have both of them. Do I want to? Oh, good Lord. Okay. I forgot I had. Because this one I had 6, and then this one I had 2, 3, 4, 5. This is from the In Your Fantasy packs. Never mind. Just never mind. Just never mind. I wasn't gonna collect all of them, but I'm like, I might as well because I'm like right there. Like with one of them I have 6 members, the other one I have 5 members. Might as well just put this here because this is a Towards the Light 8 set. I don't know, is it from Make Star or something? Yeah, it is. Okay, it's the Make Star. It was a POB set, but because it's a tour set, I decided to put it in the merch binder. Let's search. Yeah, I'll just go ahead and do it. Never mind. I wasn't gonna collect all these, but since I'm so close, I have seen people sell these. Some of them kind of expensive, but I think I can grab these, like, hopefully. See, I'm missing San and Mingy, so I should be able to find these on Neokyo. Hopefully, it just might be a while before I get them, because I don't want to pay too much for them. And then this one I have, oh, where are you there? Hold on. This one I have 5. So I'm missing Captain, Yosan, and Sowa. Okay. That shouldn't be too hard. Hopefully not. Okay, so I'll grab what I need to make these an 8 set. And then I have the Season's Greetings. No. What is this? What I just took out the binder. The summer photo book. And they didn't do a summer photo book this year. And the only reason why they didn't do it, I know this is the reason why they didn't do it, because they're on tour. If they were not on tour, they would have did one. So, but it is perfectly okay with me that they did not do one. So there's that. Yeah, I'm going through some. My PCD is a little bit better, but it's not all the way cured. Like I said, I keep kind of looking at everybody else's videos and like seeing them have a really good time. And not saying they didn't have a good time in Chicago, but it was definitely like, yep, let's get this going, because we might have a rainstorm later and we need to get this show in. So it was freaking weather does not cooperate with ATEEZ, unfortunately. So, oh, all out of order. You're not supposed to be there. Okay, there we go. I'll add some fillers in later. But this is what I got right now for this binder. So since I'm not really putting what's in here, yeah, this is just Season's Greetings, and because I moved all the pobs and everything out of here, so this is just like Season's Greetings and merch stuff now. So all the pobs and all the other stuff is in it's in the or is it in another binder? Hold on. It's in the gray binder. Never mind. Yeah, I moved it to the gray binder, so I separated them and put also the Japanese stuff in here. So yeah, and they also have a Japanese comeback coming, but I'm good. I'm just gonna pick up what I can. Oh, and I also, well, I'll do that later, but I also need to put together a new page with their new ID. So I am going to do that. I think I am going to go ahead and do the K-pop stationery ID sleeves, because as much as I like this, how this is, I think I'm going to do those sleeves though, just to make it easier on myself. So yeah. Okay. Okay, moving right along. We have the OT8 special binder. Special OTA binder. So this is where I have like the treasure cards and Fever 1, which are the only cards that are in here, and also these cards that we got from that magazine. They're not really cards, they're paper, so they're in there. But this is where I'm putting all my favorite OTA sets. So as I said, I was going to add the Berlin fan sign set in here. Since I do have it, it's going to go in here now. So I'm going to put it, I don't know. It's fine right here. I'm just going to put it here. I should have got the sleeve or the. Okay. So here is the Berlin fan sign. I don't double side these. They're already double sleeved, so I don't double sleeve these, or double side these, like I said. So happy to have this set. It took forever, but I'm so glad that I have it. I don't know, I think it just fits. It's just so cute. They are just so freaking cute in this set. So yeah. So there we go. It cost a pretty penny too to get an OTA of that. But I haven't seen anybody else with them lately, so yeah. There we go. So that's the only set that's going in there. Yeah, this binder's not going to grow that fast either, because there's not a whole lot of OTA sets that I really love. I do have some non-ATEEZ cards to store away too, so. But we're just stuck on ATEEZ right now. No, actually, they're not tubes. Cool. Okay. All right. Let's move on to the singles for everybody. Oh, I don't know if I showed this off, but I did buy, or did I? I don't know. I did buy these. These are, what do you call it? The A5Y covers. So I bought one for one packed and I bought one for wavy. So it's still the same binder I had, but or it's not the same binder. It came without no sheets, so I just used the same sheets and I moved them over to these. Oh, and I also need to tell you guys what I decided to do, but I'll do that. I'll do that when I get to everybody else. So I did decide, make some decisions on my collection. I'm all over the place. I apologize. I'm still suffering. I'm still suffering from PCD, and I'm not able to think. I did take over even more hours at my main job, so that means I have to quit the second job that I just got, but it's also that the other job is not giving me any hours, so I figure what's the difference. So I will be quitting that second job because now I'm pretty much working full-time hours at this at my original job. So so yeah. Some of these are definitely dupes. There's a lot. Okay. Oh, there's dupes in here. Because I have another one of these. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, yeah, my brain is all scattered. Ever since I got back, I've been working like crazy. I'm still trying to move out of this apartment. We haven't been really successful in finding what we want. Unfortunately, I'm still trying. We've seen a few, but they just didn't quite meet what we wanted. But at least we have a good financial cushion, and now I'm going to be able to build on that financial cushion so that we probably could pay a little bit more than what we're paying. I'm just going to put them in here. I'm not going to worry about it. I'll probably organize them better off camera, but I'm just going to put them in here because this video is already terribly long. But yeah, I'm happy with at least being able to grab more hours from the current jobs. The other job, it wasn't bad. It's just that it was... For those of you who've been listening to me a little bit, I'm a merchandiser, so because I'm a merchandiser, I work out of different stores, and I kind of work my own schedule. And working at a job where I had to be somewhere at a certain time, it pains me. It really pains me. And I just didn't want to do it. My friend was like, "You are so spoiled." And I'm like, yeah, I am. Because I think I've earned it. You know, I feel like that I should be able to, like today. Today I didn't feel like I went to work today. So I wanted to stay at home and store cards. So I moved my schedule around so I could take today off and work for the rest of the week. That's what I want to do from now on, period. So, yeah. I just want to do that. Did I show you guys this card? I don't think I did. I'm sure I didn't. Look at this. Ah! So I was able to trade a card to someone at the trade and sell, and they were looking for, they wanted my dupe Summa card that I had. I think it was the NBC card, I think. So I was able to trade it for this card. I'm so happy. I am looking for Sunwa's equivalent, but for right now, at least I have Yosan. Yosan was the first one I wanted because it's just cute, and of course he loves chicken, so it just fits so well. So yeah, I'm so happy to have that card. Let's just move him out the way. I can do this like right now. There we go. Ooh, let's put him right there. So yeah, I am moving on. I'm gonna, keep the other job for a little bit longer. Oh, I forgot I had him. Hold on. I'm not even supposed to be putting them in any kind of order, but I'm like, now that really does not make sense to separate these, especially when it's pretty much the same background. Maybe I should look and make sure I don't have any more. Hold on. I do. I have 2 more. Okay, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna move these. You just said you don't care, Sharita. I know, I did say that, didn't I? I said it with Sunwa. But a lot of the cards I have for Yo-san are brand new. Or, you know, much different than the cards I have for Sunwa. So, Yo-san loves coming home to me. It's just, a lot of Sunwa's cards are dupes. So, so we have these. Like I said, I am looking for his equivalent for that one. And I'm also looking for his equivalent for this one. The card I really want from this one is Jong-ho, though. I also have this card. Jong-ho, what are you doing in here? Oh boy. Okay. Let's do this one. And I do have, he's only going to be here for a little while because I did get Sunwa's equivalent for that one. Oh, I think I know why these are together. But I'm not going to do the card stickers for the lemon drop version, so yeah. Okay, this is Sani, Miniki, and Honjo. Okay, let's put away the rest of Yo-san's cards real quick. So did I finish my thought? I think I did. Yeah, so basically I'm not gonna be keeping the other job. I got a job at the Field Museum here, just a part-time gig. Like I said, just to make some extra money. But they are cutting hours at this job because, you know, naturally kids are going back to school. They're not going to have the foot traffic. So because my schedule is so wonky, you know, they're not giving me enough hours. And since I just recently took hours from my current job, I was like, you know, it's okay. It's fine. I just wanted more hours, period, since we're trying to move, and that's the big thing. So we can build more of a cushion to move to the apartment we want. So that's great. I didn't care how, which job it came from. I just wanted it to happen. So since it's happening from my original job, where I can come and go when I want to, and I can change my schedule around as I want, it works out perfectly. So yeah, I gotta fix this mess, but I'll do it off camera. Okay, so that is for Sunwa and Yo-san. I need to check my camera because I don't want it to cut off, and I'm not, if I don't know what's going on. For especially since I decided to make myself triple biased and have as my third ult. So yeah, Yuno's been doing a lot. That's all I gotta say. He's been doing a lot, and he's yeah, he's just been doing a lot. So let's go ahead and put these these in here. So yeah, just to end on my personal note, yes, I am looking. You know, of course we weren't able to look while I was out of town, but now I'm back to looking, and I'm going to schedule some showings hopefully for the weekend since I don't work the weekend, and hopefully we'll be able to find something that's more to our liking, since now that I have these additional hours, we can probably scale up a little more on what we wanted. This is what I have for, you know, lemon drop look. Then I have something for Fever 1, another card with those. I have that one, then I have this one. Oh, that's right. These not supposed to be in here. He's supposed to be in the trade sale binder. But I can go ahead and put this new one in here. Oh boy, okay. Okay, and that's all on there. All right, let's do let me know in the comments if you guys have seen them and what you thought about the show. I absolutely loved the solos. I don't know if I've said this. I probably did say it, but my favorite solo song is San's song, because it's just more of my taste, because it's a rock song, and then, you know, the guitars and all. But my favorite performance is, well, Legacy is also one of my favorite. It's another rock song, so it is more of my favorites. And then, you know, as far as performance goes, definitely, you know, and so was, definitely. As much as I loved, you know, In-A-One is a great club song. In-A-One is a song that I'm, you know, like, I want to listen to at a club or at a concert. It's not a song that I'm gonna just willfully play. I won't skip it, but I think it's just, you know, it's more of a song like if you're partying, if you're, you know, with your friends and having drinks and all that stuff. So, and I'm sure that was probably the intent. And Roar, I do love Roar. Mingy's been a problem for me as of late, so it is totally okay. I loved his performance of it. He was all over the place. And we also know about what happened in Chicago with him losing his hair. So, it was funny. It was, it's so unfortunate because as much as I want to laugh of it, I also feel terrible for him. But, you know, Mingy was Mingying, and, you know, he didn't notice. I just gotta say thank you to Captain for being there to save him. Yeah. And of course, Jung-ho. Like, I have become to appreciate Jung-ho's voice so much more these days, and I love hearing Jung-ho sing solo. And I was oh, this is a dupe. Actually, it's not. Like, oh my god. I hate that. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. That is basically the same card. You've got to be kidding me. Alright. But I like Uyum being in the middle. KQ. KQ. That's all I gotta say is KQ. Oh man. Okay. Well, I'm not gonna put it there because that is a nice spread, so I don't want to move it. What was I saying? Yeah, I love Jungho's voice, and I'm so glad. I'm just gonna pop it here. I love hearing him sing with more of an upbeat tune. Like everything, I love everything. As you know, I cried during everything. So, of course, I loved the ballad, and but I like hearing him sing to more of a upbeat tone, and the way he started the song off in the concert was amazing because we got to hear him sing without the backing track or the band or anything. So him starting off a cappella was amazing. So I definitely loved listening to it. Oh, wait. Yes, Captain. Sorry. Let me go and put this. I only have a couple for Captain. I think I have like 3. So it might be perfect. Well, we're going to put these Hanjun cards back here. Hanjun only loves me for the ATEEZ cards. So I do have 3 of them for him here. And then I have a dupe for In Your Fantasy. I'm just going to stick him in the middle because he's just cute. Stick him in the middle. There we go. Okay, now we're done with this binder. Oops. We have Wooyoung and Minky in this binder. I don't know how much space I have, but I'm going to try to move it along a little. All right. We have this, and then we have the new card I just got. I think I have a blonde page, don't I? Here it is, yes. It's actually the pie hair page, but I only have 2, so I'm just going to add the blondes in here with it, with the one red hair Wu Yang. Oh wait, I do have, I have 2 more. Let me see how many more I have. Do I need to put him in a spread by himself? No. Okay. Let's just move these, put those together. Put these on another page. So I also have my long-haired Ouyang page that I had a couple of cards for. Also for this one, I had, where is it? His match for this one. And then, oh, that's a dupe. That one. Now for this white outfit, I had 2 more. This one. That one. Yeah. Let's put this here. Okay, and then now we just have a bunch of mismatched stuff, I think. I'll put things from In Your Fantasy 2 here. In Your Fantasy 2. Lord, you know what I mean. do have, I think it's the Angie version for him coming, so I'll just leave that open. Well, this is just Golden Hour Part 2 cards. And then these for oh boy, all right. And we'll just put these here. All right, there we go. That's it, right? Yeah, this is San and Mingy here. Okay. Well, there is Ouyang. There's Sunny, who's been loving me lots lately. And then here's Mingy, who has really been, really been wrecking me. First, this is like the card sticker. It's gorgeous, so I kept my extra card sticker for him. And then here's this other card, and here's from the In Your Fantasy trading pack and the In Your Fantasy polka. It's just adorable. Okay. Now what we have left is the cards. I'm gonna have to split this in 2 parts, I think. I still have cards to store for non-ATEEZ groups, so I'm gonna end it with my top 3. And then we're gonna do Psychers, and I'll show you what I did for, Psychers and Monster X, and then we'll go over the rest of my stuff in the next video. So that's what we'll do. That's how we'll do that. Let's start with Sunwa and Yosang. So some of the cards I had that were pairs did turn into 3s, to include So let's see what we have here. I did move some stuff around a little bit too, just minor. Just so I could close up some space. And I'm just gonna put these here. They probably will be the bridge to the Japanese cards. Okay, let's see what we got. Yeah, it's kind of unfortunate because I did have a sale for for Yosan. EONS is coming, so but unfortunately it fell through. The person never did send the card. I bought the card like 5-6 days ago. They haven't sent it, so there's that. Oh, I have all kinds of mishmash stuff in here. I'm still looking for EONS equivalent for this one. But it's been hard to find. Let's put this on here. Oh. I don't really have anything that's matching. Oh boy. All right. Let's do this one. Yeah, we could. Okay. I'll just change the sleeves. This is the cards from NBC here. So I'll put these here. That doesn't really match all the best, but because this stuff is at the end of the era, just like, eh. And a lot of the cards from Golden Hour Part 3 don't match. Like, the only ones that are really matching are the exclusives. So let's do this one. And then this is still from Golden Hour Part 2, so we'll go ahead and do this one. And then okay. Oh boy. All right. Okay, so we're still doing Golden Hour Part 2 here. Ew, okay. Oof. I guess it doesn't look that bad, but it's not as cohesive as the other ones, of course, because there's not enough sets. I mean, this is like, well, this is the end of the era here. And then these are from the, whatever the pop-up they did in Korea. So, yeah, no, this is gonna make sense, guys. I'm sorry. at this point, I'm just kind of like putting them in here. This is from this era. These are from In Your Fancy Polkas. And so I was like, why are they so different? I'm like, I just remembered that it's from Polkas. And then, this is from the pack. I also have his equivalent, or Yosan's equivalent. It's in the Okio. It was the only card I had in the Okios. I hadn't bought anything for a while, so I had to buy some more things, but I'm going to end up paying a late fee because he didn't come until after I shipped my last package, which is unfortunate, but whatevs. These are from the platforms, or no, yeah, well, yes, the figurine platforms. That's what these are. And then I don't have anything for these. Oh my gosh. All right. It's fine. It's fine. We're just going to stick these here for right now, just so we can end this video and move on to the next part. Wait, yeah, so we can move on to the next part, which is storing the threes. Okay, so yeah, it's kind of pitiful towards the end, but it's what I got. So hopefully I'll be able to think of something better with these. But yeah, okay. That's it for right now. All right. And finally, we have a wonderful 3 binder. I didn't use the folders or anything for either one of them. I probably will use the folders for the golden hour one to just as tabs, but we'll see. But I didn't use the folders for this one. So they're not in any kind of order. They're just in here. Whatever looked good together is how they are. All right, so we have a couple sheets back here. Let's see how many we need before I put those back in there. I don't have too, well, I did have actually quite a bit. How did I do it? Did I put... Oh, okay. I did them straight down. Okay. And I put, in the middle. That's what I did. Put them in age order. And then we have this one, which is the glasses. Okay. Yeah, son, where did you go? Oh, geez. And then here's someone. This is like the birthday merch. Oh, let's switch them around. Let's do flower and flower. Yosan's not going to match because he doesn't have flowers. But it's okay. Let's put that there. And then what else do we have? We have little hat. Oh, there he is. There's glasses. And then we have the mirror. And then we have, whoop, it'd be nice if I closed it. And the ATEEZ treasure set. And then we have the glasses set from and then we have this one. Okay, that wasn't too bad. I just mixed them up. Look at that. Okay. I hope my camera's still recording. So now we can put this back, and I do realize that each and every time, because I should just start it from the front, then I won't have to worry about this. Because like I said, they're not in any particular kind of order. I'm just adding back these cards now, since this is my 5 pattern, so this is always going to be the bridge between them. Oh, that sounds ridiculous, but that's what I do. Do ridiculous stuff. What am I doing here? Okay. Oh, I know why I look so funny. So I'm supposed to do it like this. Okay. I just confused myself on purpose. Alright, so yeah, I'm leaving this open. And so what I'm going to do is that from now on, I'm just going to, actually, I'll help myself out here. So we'll just keep adding in between. I kind of did want to do more 5 sets, but I'll leave it alone as it is for right now. I might change it. I don't know. But yeah, we'll just leave it there. This is the end of just the ATEEZ portion of this video. I'm going to clean off my camera and then I will store everyone else. Everyone else is not that much. I just basically have Monster X and Psychers to store. A card from NCT, Utah, and then a card from my JB card. So it's basically all I have. But yeah, it was long. I'm sorry. But I hope that you enjoyed. I'm sorry I didn't talk too much in some parts as I was just trying to focus. It takes a long time to do these when you have too many cards. So hopefully I won't, like, you know, amass that many cards at once anymore. But hope you enjoyed anyway. Tell me about your concert experience. Tell me what you loved about the concerts. Tell me what stop you went to, and share your thoughts. But anyway, thank you so much for joining me. Like and subscribe if you want to, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.